We're not worthy to approach him as we do, but we gain that access through a crucified and resurrected Savior. Benjamin Watson is a former college football player and retired NFL player. And this past season was his first season to be an analyst in the studio for the SEC Network. So he's on the SEC Network. He played at Georgia, so he was clearly at the national championship game a couple of months ago, and he was doing his studio pieces. And once the game began, he had an escort that represented the media, and that escort carried him to the sidelines of the field. But that escort had something to come up, and so he walked away from Watson for a few minutes. And in those few minutes, a security guard came up to Watson and said, "Can I see your credentials?" He showed him his badge, and he said, "I'm sorry, sir, that doesn't give you access to the field." So he had to leave during the first half and go back to his studio that was there somewhere around the field in the stadium elsewhere. He watched the first half on the TV there. He did his little bit at halftime talking about the game. In the second half, that same media escort from before is now with him again, and he carries him to the sideline a second time, and he stands by them the entire rest of the game. He's able to see his Georgia Bulldogs win the national championship. Watson said nothing changed as far as I was concerned from the first half to the second half. I was the same person wearing the same clothes, had the same badge. But because the one I was with had access, he gave me access. I didn't deserve to be there. My badge didn't give me permission to be there, but he did. And so I was there to see and experience what I otherwise could not have experienced. And so too, every time we sing and pray and study, we do so through the power and the sacrifice, the love of Jesus and his resurrection. When we gaze upon the throne room of God, we necessarily look through the hill of Calvary and look through the empty tomb to bring ourselves to that very throne room where the one sits on the throne.